Hello, hello. Oh, that was a rush. Okay, let's hope we get somebody. Yay! Here we go. Hi, Tracy. Oh, let's get everything organised. Click that out of the way. I'll tell you what. Just 1 second. Might be needing these. Wow, that flicked up quick. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Julie's live was fabulous and the DT samples were amazing. Totally blew me away. Good morning, everyone. Just put my specs on so I can see. Morning, Julie. Right, these again, they are whizzing by. You're right, Julie. It's hard to catch everything, isn't it? Because we've only got such a small screen to keep an eye on. Brilliant. This is good. I'll just wait for a few more to come on and then I'm going to flip the camera. We'll have a little quick look at what we've got. And then I'm going to explain why and how and just because. Brilliant. Oh, it's been so crazy. This is my first day in work since, was it Friday? No, yeah, of course. So we moved house on Friday. So yeah, so last Thursday it's been a week. I've had a week off. It would have been easier to come to work, let me say. But no, it's lovely. I'm really happy. So I'm just going to get my piles ready. Well, they're not really organised piles like Julie's was, but I've got a mound of things to show you. Right, so I'm going to flip the camera now, and then we're going to have a little look at what we've got. So this is going to be fun. Oh, I've lost the bit now. Sorry. Oh, I knew this would happen. I didn't get it at the right place. There we go. Just hope it doesn't fall. So I bought my... There we go. We've got a little bit of a light shine there. I bought my little contraption in from home, so it's a lot easier. I've got more space to show you. So let's talk. In fact, I'm going to bring you a bit lower. There we go. We can get a better view. A little bit behind how this all came about. So I wanted something that worked with last year's design, so it kind of extended the range out and made it more versatile. I also wanted to make it so that we could pull in lots of elements. We've got strobing. Let me just do one thing. Hang on. That's better. There we go. I've got like, what do you call them? Tube lights. And it sometimes it just interferes. So yeah, I've lost my train of thought now. I wanted something that we could kind of tie in bits from all of Julie's collections. So yeah, just something, the glue that kind of holds it all together, it just pulls everything in. So the first thing that I drew was the snow globe. And I have to say, it's just so typically me. I love it. I love the grungy feel about it. The bits, the elements, they're there. But if you don't want them there, it's quite easy to cut them out and raise it up. So you've got a lot more depth and dimension. And then having the little snowflakes, these ones are different to the ones I did last year. Brilliant for extending out and making a bigger card on there. And then the two Christmas, yes, this was one of them moments when I'd got my fingers out and I was going D-R-A-G. And then it was like, oh my God, it works. So that's how we've got Christmas in circles and squares that can be cut out with the dies from my butterfly and dragonfly collection, which I thought was brilliant because it means now that you can extend this out. So maybe you want to do Christmas greetings, Christmas wishes, happy, merry. You can build them up with the alphabet stamps. So not only, let me grab the right book. I'm kind of organised, but kind of not. So pulling in the alignment stencils. I bet they're not all in this one, are they? No. No, they're in separate ones. It's my home ones that everything's together. Yeah. So that is where my thoughts were around that collection, those words. And I just think it's brilliant because of the size. It gives you a focal point to your card, but then you can have them faded out in the background as well. So, yeah, really happy. And then, I've got to do this one first. Okay. I wanted something contemporary, but that would tie in with the globe. And that's where these kind of funky triangle trees came into it. And I did the trees and I thought, I love this. But then I thought, well, I want them separated down so that it can just give you more scope to create. So that's why we've got these little separate ones as well. And just by adding this small one onto here, it just kind of changes it so massively. And then I loved last year, I did dangly stars and everybody loved them. So I just thought, you know what, these would look amazing. So that's where the dangly baubles came from. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas and Season's Greetings. My favourite font in the whole world is the type font. I just really love it. And yes, these were designed to fit perfectly within Philippa's circle. And also then they will fit in with the circle dies, Julie's circle die set. And it kind of marries up across my whole collection. Because the first collection that I did was modelled around that circle die set. So I kind of just thought it would just work perfectly. And then we've got the little boughs. So this one, the shape of it is absolutely drawn specifically that it can sit across the top of the globe. Obviously, then you can build your wreaths with it. You've got to have a little birdie. So, yeah, that's the second set. And then this one, Julie's absolutely right. I do love a verse at Christmas. And I've got the one from last year, which I love. But this one, I love this one too. So warm Christmas wishes are being sent your way. Hoping you have the most fabulous day. And then you've got the larger stag, which is brilliant. I'm just looking at that. Yeah, I'm poison. Have I forgot to? I think I'm... No, I might have. Ignore me. And then trees. I'm one of these. I like lots of different styles of trees because everybody's different in what they wanted. So I felt it important that I gave you different sizes and different variations so that you could really play and have some fun. And all of these are designed, of course, to fit in the snow globe, but they make fabulous cards outside of the globe as well. So you've got some little stars in there as well. So that's the 3 sets. And let's bring in. So I'm going to take you through kind of in order of how I made the cards. So this was my first one. I'm just going to have to change position. And I'm going to come a little bit lower because I want... There you go. So this one is actually a 6x6 card. And I've just simply used black, but I've done some pencil shading on there. And we've got some glitter glue. Let's see if we can get a little shine. There you go. Just seeing it in its simplest form. And I would highly recommend, if you get these out of the packet for the first time, just do a black and white card because they are so rewarding, honestly. And even putting the baubles upside down, I just thought I sat back with a big smile on my face after I made it and I thought, yes, I really like this and I can just see this working. So then I thought, well, okay then, there's the funky triangle trees. Let's have a look at some of the scenes inside there. So then I made this one, and that's got the large and the smaller tree. And then using the pine branchy boughs around the outside, but the same technique with the pencil, just smudging it out. And I have used a little bit of, it's black soot, but it's like a dry brush. I haven't added any more ink to it, just to give it that kind of grey tone around the outside. There we go. And then I did one with the more triangle-y trees. So you can see how well they all kind of work, and it doesn't matter which tree, which stamp you pick up, you're going to get a really good finish. Down the bottom there, just a little border of the trees. Just really different. So they were my first 3 cards. And then, what did I do then? I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to experiment. Now, I like big cards, okay? So this one here, I'm going to have to raise you up a little bit. Oop. There we go. This is an 8x8 card. And, of course, I've done the inside to match. We've got that gorgeous verse with the little birdie on. You'll see this. We've got that fabulous Christmas stencil back in stock, and that's in the background there. Bringing a little bit of the outside in, I think, is really, really important. Just get rid of that off my phone. So, yeah, my focal point. Now, this one is actually raised up as well. It just gives it a little bit of dimension, but using all of those elements, giving it that lovely flourish across the card. And just simple in the middle. So the little sentiments are all designed to fit in the bottom of the globe as well. And as I show you my samples, you'll see how bringing in Philippa's circle stamp really works well. So that was where I went then. Oh, now then, of course, then I went on and I thought, well, I've got to do it. I've got to make a wreath because it's just screaming out. So this is the wreath that I made. And I have to say, I did do this freehand. I did get out my stamp platform and think, well, I'm going to do 4. And then I got lots of different gadgets. And I thought, do you know what? No, I want it just to be free. So I just kept stamping 1st and 2nd gen in the green first. And then went over with the black, which gave me the perfect branch to have my little dangly baubles on. And then look, I just love it. So with that soft, this is evergreen bough, and then married up with some gorgeous glosses. These ones, if I remember rightly, Tutti Frutti, I think they're from. And then cutting out one of the little branches as well. So a really nice, simple, but effective card. And these are great if you've got a batch make, because literally so many different colour combos. It would be brilliant. Now then, which one did I do now? Then, obviously I'm going to... Oh, yeah, I remember. So I wanted to do an Aurora Borealis, if I can say it. These stamp sets scream out for scenes. And it's real good fun making the little snow hills and getting them colourful skies with the moons in. So I've done this one on Julie's circle set, made myself a little easel, and then we've got Christmas, and then I decided to add wishes. So with the addition of the circle medley alphabet, I did actually cut a plain, so using the die from the Dragonfly set, I cut a plain one, and then I used the little circle dies to do the wishes and overlaid them, so they kind of matched the same pattern. I'm going to say pattern, I don't know what the word is. So they're like little overlapped, but I just think they look brilliant. So that acts as the little stopper on there, but a really different kind of card there. So that was that one. And then I wanted to go a little bit smaller. So this one I have drawn in my own hill lines with a black pen, but then I'm just trying to remember my colours. Salvage patina, definitely. Might be peacock feathers and wilted violet. Oh, and mermaid lagoon in there as well. But again, using that lovely sentiment in the circle. And I do apologise if I'm not answering any questions, because when I'm sat down, I can't see the camera. So like Julie, I will have a look back through all the comments when I'm finished and hopefully answer any questions. So then Julie made a comment that the simple cards are the hardest ones to make. She is absolutely right. I struggle so much doing a simple card, but I do think that this one is so effective. So just taping out and using some elements and getting that lovely verse in there. Again, great for batch making. And then with this one, I made this one, so sort of like layering up. So I've got an inky background, I've got some of the circle alignment stencil, we've got the Christmas stencil, we've got hills going on. I've just done one colour, we've got trees and the deer, and yeah, it's a grungier card, depending on what your taste is, you know, it's, and then look at that, it just sits so well on there. I love that. Glitter to highlight them trees out. Now what did I do? Well, oh, and then I thought, let's go a little bit. I wanted to do more on this line, but I just didn't. I ran out of time. But something a little bit more grungy on the craft card, using black soot and pencils. We've got a little bit of white pencil down here, giving it that glow, to give it that, I'm going to use that special word, spherical look. I love playing with this set. It honestly, it makes me happy. You know, like when you look at something and you can feel that you've got a big grin on your face. That's how I am now. So then, Julia's just had her Christmas release with a beautiful bauble set. So I thought, let's stamp. This is the circular bauble inside the globe with the Noel on the bottom and then pulling in the snowflakes. All I did was extend a few lines. So this one here and this one here. And then I did draw a few little bits on there. But how amazing does that look? It's just another kind of take. And if you look in all of Julie's Christmas collections, she's got some stunning holly sprigs. They would look amazing on and around the globe as well. That's what I love, getting everything out and sort of like pulling different bits in together. Now then, we'll go on to this one. So this isn't even mounted up because this was like a late idea for me. I love this one. It's stamped with one of those, what they call no-line ink pads. So it looks like I have hand-drawn that, although I did hand-draw it to start with, but it just looks hand-drawn straight onto the page. If you haven't got a no-line ink pad, you could probably use something like Lost Shadow because it's the lightest shade. So you could definitely achieve this look with that. But we have got the no-line ink pads as well. It's a Stamps by Me product and it is fabulous. But yeah, it just gives you, it's just brilliant. So that is like building up your globe, but taking it out into the background so you've got that scene. And then, I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, really gentle tumble glass snowflakes in the background. That's another one. Love it, love it. Right, so recently in workshops in the shop, I'm just going to move these out of the way. Okay. We made a card that interlocked, and I just thought, you know, I've got to make that with the Christmas collection because I just think it sits so well. So this is what I've done, and I've done it in one colour, which is just broken china. I'm hoping that's in the middle. So we've got the Christmas. I've made my own happy with part of that die cut. Happy, yep. And then for the background, it's the elements around the snow globe, just giving that border. We've got snowflakes in the background. And the same for the panels. We've got bits of the stencil. If you haven't got that stencil from last year, you are in luck because they've just come back into stock and you're going to find it so, so useful. So then opening up, again, the same little elements. We've got the baubles there. We've got the trees, the stag. And then if I just flip that back inside, just bringing that all together. I'm going to go up a little bit more. You need that. Yes, you do need that stencil. Because I stood up. That's the first comment that I saw, Julie. I don't know if I can flick down anymore. Hopefully. Yeah, so that is that one. And it just folds flat and it's great for posting. Just really, really effective. And do you know what? Don't be put off because it is simple. Just one colour. Now, before, I have got a special one that I'm saving till last. But what I want to talk about now is last year's collection and how easy they tie together. So I'm going to start off with this one. The border stamp that I did last year. How fabulous does that look in front of the hills of the new trees? We've got the stencil in the background. You've got the large snowflake. And then you've got those large words as well from last year. I just think it comes together beautifully. And then this one here. Building scenes inside the stars with that gorgeous wood grain on. And then from our house to yours, remember those elements from the stamp set last year. They're going to work so well with this year too. You've got your little Merry Christmas down there. We've got stars, snowflakes inside. I'm just going to check. Look at that. That beautiful soft scene in the corner. It just draws your eye in. Now, this one is last year's Christmas verse. Wishing you the most wonderful Christmas and a happy new year. But all of them elements just come together brilliantly. So that is those two. Now, this last one that I want to show you, this one, I made this on a Sunday afternoon. It must have took me 3.5 hours, but this is like my most favourite card in the whole wide world. I love the layers, and I just hope I can remember how I built them all up, because I am going to do a variation of this tonight at 7:30. So if you're around, please do join me. I had so much fun making it, and I want to share that with you because it's just, yeah. All of the different bits, it's just like, it's like this. That was meant to be a love heart, by the way. I love the colours as well. It's just like, it's warming and contemporary, and of course inside. So just a few elements in there. Do you know what's really fun? My phone keeps clicking and pinging. I can see all your orders coming in, so thank you. Right, so that is the last one. And what I'm going to show you now is how I store my collection, because obviously so many of you are new to Julie Hickey Designs and all of the beautiful stamps, and I always store mine in little folders like so. Now, last year I didn't put my Christmas stamps in a folder because there was just 3 little packets. So now with my new ones, they all live in this little folder. So it's A5 in size. I've got a little pocket on the front so that I've got my stencil in there. And then opening up, we've got the first set with the globe, the acetate. I have changed slightly what I do. I keep the acetate on the stamp now and not sticking it on there, because then you don't get that stick when you try to pull the pages apart. So then we have got this one and this one. And then onto last year's, we've got the fabulous border one. And then we have got the starry one. You see the elements in here, from my, to yours, house and home. So useful to have. You've got them fabulous wood grains, which again, you can use them all year, as you can your dangly stars. Now you've got different size stags here. This is where on some of my cards you'll see a small stag. It's from previous sets as well. And then if you've got this one, we haven't managed to get this one back in stock, but we have got that one and that one back in stock. So that is my Christmas collection all in one place. I want to show you something that I want you to do. If you have got some masket, for those of you that don't know what masket is, it's like a paper with an adhesive backing that's on like an acetate. And what I do, or what I have done, is stamped my globe on, and then with a knife, I've gone round and I've cut out. If you don't feel safe doing that, then just use a pair of scissors and pin through the middle, and you can, sorry, Paul, can you pause? Sorry, just cut around and it'll give you that edge. This is going to come in real handy for what I'm going to do later tonight. And then stamp another one and cut out the globe. And this will enable you to do all of your masking to create your wonderful scenes. But you can quite easily see, look, all of the different elements then you can place where you want to within your globe. So I'm just going to flip you around. I might get that right. There we go. Hopefully. Mine feels short and sweet. Let's have a look. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad. So I'm going to leave you all, hopefully all excited and raring to go. And I will be joining you here on Julie Hickey Designs at 7:30. And we are going to make a variation of this card here. I've used lots of different products on it, but we'll go through that tonight. So yeah, I hope you like the launch. I know you do, because I can tell by the comments. Julie and I both love it. I want to thank Julie again, because without Julie, it wouldn't have been possible for me to do this. So yes, thank you, Julie. Thank you, design team. You've been amazing. The samples are to die for. And don't forget, it's available at all of the stockists that are pinned on the top of Julie Hickey Designs page. So enjoy shopping. I'm going to grab a cup of tea, then I'm going to help Paul. So yeah, have a fun day, and I will see you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.